Hello everybody, today I'm going to teach you how to do linear relations in under 10 minutes. Let's start. So this is a normal graph, right? Pretty easy. Did you know that now it goes into the negatives? Guess what? It does, and it's called the Cartesian plane. So basically on this plane there's the x and the y axes. Together you can graph basically whatever you want. But however, this is linear relations, so we're going to be using this equation called y equals mx plus b. So what is y equals mx plus b? Well, y is the thing that you're trying to get, it's the line, and then m is the slope, and then x is what you're going to times the slope by. I'll explain more of that later. B is basically the y-intercept. So now, here's more about the y-intercept. So let's say the y-intercept was 3. So now if we were to plot down a graph, then that means the line would start at 3, or it would intercept the y-axis at 3. So now next up is slope. So what is slope? Slope is basically the rate of change. And now the rate of change would be something like, let's say, 2 kilometers an hour. This is how we would express this on the Cartesian plane. So now using Desmos, I will make the equation y equals 2x. And now we won't add a b because we want to start from 0. So this is how it's going to look in Desmos. As you can see, we go 2 up and then we go 1 to the right. Now we do this because usually m isn't a fraction, but since this one is not, then we can literally just add 1 to the denominator and we'll be good. So now here's how to calculate slope. So now there's 3 ways of calculating slope. First one is rise over run. For example, counting it. So for example, we went 2 up, so we'd put 2 at the top, and then 1, so we put 1 at the bottom, or we can just put 2. And then the second one is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, finding the slope from 2 points on the line. So for example, let's say one of my points is 0, 0, and the other one is 2 and 1. Well, 2 minus 0 is 2, and 1 minus 0 is 1, 2 over 1. Third one is using a table. So here's the table for the graph I just plotted. So as you can see, it's going by 2, 4, 6, 8. So in order to find the slope from this, you must do 2 minus 4 is 2, 4 minus 6 is 2, and then so on and so forth. Okay, let's get to the real stuff now. Okay, word problems. So here's a question for you. Bob has $5 in the bank. Now he wants to buy 36 burgers. One burger costs $5. How much money does he need to get 36 burgers? Again. So first we need to start off with making the equation. In this case, it would be y equals 5x plus 5. Okay, so now just using the graph, we can already predict how much burgers he needs. So basically, he'll need $185. Now we don't even have to make an equation for it since we're using a graph. But however, let's say that you need to use a table instead. Well, basically it's pretty simple. Okay, what you would do is you would start at 0, and at 0 you would just put the y-intercept and first. And also notice how this is constantly changing at the same rate. If it was different, then that means it would be non-linear. And if it's non-linear, then that means just give up, because I'm not teaching you that. So I hope you enjoyed that video. This is going to be very useful, like for example, like calculating how much hours to pay, so like how much hours you'll need in order to get this much amount of money. It's also very good in the future, because in the future you might be learning nonlinear equations in grade 10. Not only that, it's very useful. It's actually used in math a lot and in real world scenarios. It might not look like it, but it probably does. So I hope you enjoyed watching that video, and yeah, see ya.